Hello lifers, PJ here and welcome back to another episode of MLM from Ruined to Refreshed. And in this episode we're going to be nipping across the English Channel to offer a bit of first aid. So let's have a look what we've got on the table. Catch you in a few. So welcome back folks, what we've got is a Majorette Citreon DS 21 ambulance, number 206, made in France, 1973 I believe, and it's in pretty poor condition, play worn more than damaged, as you can see, no end of paint missing. So we're going to have to obviously give it a respray. On the front, it used to have two flags, so we're going to see if we can replace them. Clean up the axles, clean up the base. That we'll try and polish up. So we're retaining the steel look. So let's whip the chassis off and we'll see what we've got inside. There we go. Okay, so the chassis, we'll be able to take those axles out fairly easily and clean those up, so that's not a problem. The interior, interesting, there's a patient inside, so I think we'll just wash and clean that one up. These are the mounts for the two little flags that were on each side. So we'll have to find a way of seeing if we can replace them somehow. And the interior is in fairly good condition. It just wants a good wash and polish. So that's that. And again, the same with this hatchback door or boot. We'll just need to give that a clean up. That'll be good. And I don't think there's much paint stripping to do, but the inside looks a bit tatty, so we'll drop it in the caustic soda and get that cleaned up. So the next time you see us, we'll be in the lab getting the paint stripped. So we'll catch you in a few. Cheers. Okay, welcome back folks. We're down here in the lab, and the first thing we're going to do is to drop all our plastic parts into some soapy water. We'll let them soak for a bit. Secondly, our body goes into our glass jar, covered in some hot water, plenty, and then we add our caustic soda. As always, PPE. So I'll give our plastic parts a bit of a wash. In fact, let's just move that out of the way. Need something a bit softer, I think. I think this is the first time actually I've done a majorette. This will be a first. So I'll get these cleaned up and then we'll catch you back at the desk to see where we are at the next build update. Catch you in a few. Welcome back, folks, and you find us back at the desk. The body was only in the caustic soda for, crikey, I don't know, 2 or 3 minutes, and it's completely stripped it, so happy with that. So we're at our wire brushing stage, so we'll do a bit of sampling of this, and then I'll do the rest of it off screen. So there we go, that's come up really nicely, almost looks brand new. I'm happy with that. So we'll get the inside done off screen along with cleaning up this chassis. So we'll catch you in the next build update. Catch you later. Welcome back, folks, to the workshop, and it's prime time, and we're going to be going with some Alpha's White primer. So let's get this done, see what it looks like. Yeah, looks pretty good. So we'll be back in about half an hour, and we'll give it a top coat. So catch you in a few. Welcome back, folks. We're back to give our Citroen ambulance body a top coat. I've already given it one, so here's what the second one goes on like. Well, that's that done. Come out quite nicely. And then what I've also done is just get this set. I've created some replacement flags that sit on the front. Just made out a bit of old plastic kit. Get them painted up. Move that out of the way, else we're going to end up with another disaster. Okay, it's a small bit of fabrication there. There you go. So they'll sit on the front once we come to assembly. So we'll catch you back at the desk in a bit. Cheers. Welcome back, folks, to this update on our Citreon DS21 ambulance. And as you can see, we've got the body back on the desk. And if you remember, when we first cracked this open, it should have had flags on the side at the front. So we've managed to fabricate a pair. And all I've used is 2 pieces of plastic from a Airfix kit and a shaped flag triangle. Stuck it all together, and hopefully it'll be as good as when it first came out. So what we've got left to do is to clean up the wheels. Bit of re-chroming, or I might paint them silver, I'm not sure yet. So I've got that to do. We also need to have a look at the windscreen. The chassis has all been cleaned up, so that's good. Windscreen isn't too bad, to be fair. We'll just go over it with the Dremel. So what we use is our Dremel with a pad on it, and I'm going to use a bit of lamp doctor. And what I am missing, a bit of cloth really, but what I have to do. So all I do is just to smear some of the lamp doctor on the windscreen. It's only these 3 sides that are seen. And then with the Dremel I'm going to put it on a really low speed so it doesn't burn into the plastic. And then it's just a case of a bit of polishing. I've noticed on the odd occasion that once you have done some polishing, it's worth giving it a washing up liquid, letting it dry, wipe over, and then putting it in the floor polish. I have learned the lesson of not having this Dremel on too fast when you're polishing plastic. But already it looks better than it did before. And of course these models are, you know, they've seen some years. You've got to be very patient with them so you don't end up cracking. The cracking a piece that you've got to try and then replace, especially with this amber effect coloured plastic. And just take your time, nice and gentle, no rush. That's the aim of the game with this hobby, is patience. As some of my friends and cohorts will tell you. Just going to go gently over the roof. I haven't put any extra polish on, it doesn't really warrant it. And do the other side. As I say, I've seen some. Sorry, I have seen some of my fellow restorers sand these down, and it always seemed unnatural to me that you're sanding something down to get it to shine. But I've seen Martin on his channel using some sanding sticks, and the finish he got was second to none. I couldn't believe it. But it's all about just taking your time with it. Got a mark in the glass there. You're never going to get it perfect. Crikey, these some of these models can be 50, 60 years old. Right, so what we'll do is give that a wipe. Got a bit of old bandage here. And then I'm going to give it a quick wash in, as I say, some washing up liquid, just to clean off the remnants of any polishing material, any of the lamp doctor, and then we'll dip it in the floor polish, leave it for an hour or so, and that'll be good to go. I think this detail on this interior is brilliant. It looks like Han Solo being stuck in carbonite, if you're a Star Wars fan. I like that. I like to see a bit of detail, and you can even the steering wheel, where it's held on just by one point of contact like a Citroen used to be. That's brilliant. So hats off to Majorette in this instance. I like this model. I've never done a, as I say, I think I've never done a Majorette before, so I'm quite impressed with this. So there we go. Next time you see this, hopefully we'll be at a stage where we're getting close to putting it back together. So I'll catch you later, folks. Cheers. Okay folks, welcome back to a build update, and we have made, or I have made, a couple of little decals. I'm still getting into the swing of creating decals, so let's dunk one in some water. I don't think it takes too long for these homemade decals to separate. They seem to separate quicker than plastic model kit decals. And lo and behold, and what I've done here, I've just cut the tip off of a cocktail stick to make it a bit flatter, just to help separate the decal from the backing paper. In fact, I'm so happy with that, I'm not even going to move it. I think it's just moved slightly. It's no. Oh, there we go. I'm pleased with that. So we'll get the other side done. We have fastened it in. I think I'm going to actually leave the base in the steel that it was. That's how it came, the steel effect. That's how it came to me. I may touch up the wheels and add a few accents at the back on the lights. But yeah, I think you can save yourself a few pennies by creating your own decals. I only use a laserjet printer, quite an old one, printing in photo quality, and the actual decals themselves I make in Microsoft Word by putting a rectangle shape in there, formatting the rectangle so that the fill is a picture that I've downloaded, making sure that the outlines of the shape are either, the lines of the shape are either transparent or very fine. I will say that by having a very fine outline gives you something to cut to, and yeah, pleased with that. So we'll get the other side done. As I say, just give the wheels a bit of a touch up, and that'll be this one done. So we'll catch you at the reveal. Cheers. Welcome back, guys, and here we are with the reveal of our Citroen ambulance. And as you can see, the flags have been put in place, the wheels have been re-chromed, she's had a fresh coat of paint, and we've added some decals. I've left this as close to being the original view or the original version as possible. I didn't accent the lights, it wasn't on the original version. I wanted to try and make this a restored vehicle more than a refreshed. So she's turned out pretty well. So catch you in the next one, and thanks for watching. Cheers.